Nice. Hello, everybody, especially the ones here in the live. So happy to see you. And today I'm so excited. We are joined by Rogzy, the co founder of Plan B Network. Today we are going to talk a little bit about the platform and what is new for the users of the platform, to super interesting features coming up. But first of all, welcome, Rogzy. Um, let's start. You just came back from El Salvador, Roxy. How did it go? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, so thank you for having me. Thank you, Mike, for organizing and everyone for coming up. So chill discussion, never be afraid to take the mic, speak. It's where we do those non-live and between us. So yeah, very happy. Yeah, El Salvador was great. Actually, let me keep you here. El Salvador was great. I did 10 days there. They were the Plan B El Salvador Forum. And before that, we had the Bitcoin Circular Economy Summit organized with Bitcoin Beach. And after the forum, it was the premiere of the Plan B program. So quite an intensive trip, to say. But super good vibes, very three different, obviously, events. And El Salvador, the country, is changing drastically, faster than ever. So, if you want me to spend 5 minutes explaining a bit like more details and what I think of those events, I can go for it. That's what you care about it.
Do you guys want to hear more about it, or should we go on? Because this is actually what I wanted to ask you about, like about the new Plan B program, which is super exciting.
All right, so,
So,
but that's gonna be
all
number
right.
two.
Okay,
So
so
no,
people want to talk about it. Let's go.
yeah. So basically, the first big event was the Bitcoin Circular Economy kind of summit organized by Bitcoin Beach. 2 days of very high signal, a lot of community leader. Aaron from our team was there, some with other people. And it's basically, it was like a retreat. No, not a lot of formal speakers. All the community were giving kind of their insight on what they were doing, which tools they were using, what they wanted to see in the future. And so you could basically see like the map of the world of those community, all kind of doing the same thing in their own way for their own community. And that was quite inspiring. So a lot of very good and enthusiastic people. So not a lot of finance, a lot of local adoption, a lot of grassroots movements. So no sponsor, no big name, just communities together. So that was super cool. Then Plan B Forum was obviously completely different. Big conference, tether style, very well organized, 5 stage, 3,000 people. Super cool. So we did a lot of activities. Um, we met with a lot of speakers, but also a user of the platform, people that did the B set. A guy flew there just to do the B set,
Nice.
literally. And no, the conference was good. Very big Spanish enthusiast scene. So a lot of people from Latam in the Spanish scene. I didn't go much to the English one, but there were a lot of financial talks and US adoption because that's where the market is kind of moving right now. And still a lot of people. So I would say a very good conference compared to the other conferences that are kind of all dying due to lack of people. Obviously, the Tether one are doing good, not even in just they don't care about the money, but also like there is one more people this year than last year. And they were kind of a good rotation on the speaker list. So still a very good conference, to be honest. And heavily focused for the locals, a lot of marketing around El Salvador, so a lot of people that are not like international Bitcoiners were here. And so I think that was like a big success.
Do you think
And
the adoption is growing? Like the adoption
no,
of Bitcoin is growing among people in El Salvador, let's just say, not worldwide.
no. Still
Okay.
dead, still at zero. Maybe not. Maybe
Okay.
we're 2% still. So it's still pure propaganda. The only thing
Mhm.
that is growing is the number of expat people moving to El Salvador and the number of building being raised from the ground. So El Zonte was really like shockingly transformed compared to last year. So I was there exactly a year ago, and like the two buildings that were in construction were finished, and there were like six new skyscraper being built.
Mm.
So that's like a crazy amount. And so like even last year I would have said like El Zonte is still El Zonte, it's still like a Salvadorian town, but for tourism and surfers. Like this year, I would say El Zonte is 100% a white people expat Bitcoiner resort, with just like hotels for everyone. So like the shift in 1 year, like it was the last clue in the coffin. So the country is doing good. I mean, no violence, like more infrastructure, more people, more money, more everything. Not a lot of adoption on Bitcoin, obviously. And Horizonte changing. And yeah, and then we did the Plan B program first lecture in Horizonte, in the little community center. And it was good. So we presented the Plan B program that started this week.
Mhm.
We got around 300 students, a bit more participating, Bizentech fighting for 4 months of classes to be the best. And the best students will end up in the Lugano Summer School. And the program is divided basically in four sections. First one is going to be general classes by Giacomo, and then we will have master class by various teachers. Exactly. And after the master class, so if you can scroll down, yeah, we have the master class, and then after we have the assignments, and finally the summer school for the best students. So excited about the program. It has been some work in the making, and we're happy with the number of students, and hopefully it will work out fine. They will learn a lot. They will be excited about it, and they will hopefully get like a good project out of it, and move on into the industry. So that's kind of why I was in El Salvador, and many other reasons. And yeah, that's kind of that's the journey.
So I guess people can still join if they want, right?
Yeah, I think the enrollment close. Maybe it's tomorrow or Sunday. I know it's pretty soon, so I wouldn't say it's
All right.
late,
So
because
guys,
I
you
saw
have a
post.
little bit of time to join. You
But
should
like the
join
question is
because
like,
it's
who is not in it? That those people. Maybe we have
yeah,
some
like
people that are enrolled.
maybe, yeah. Is some of you already enrolled in the Plan B program? You can say it in the comments.
Yeah, don't be shy.
I think so, for sure.
I'm
I
enrolled.
know I know for
Wow.
sure. Great. Great, Antonio. I know for sure that one of you enrolled last year because I remember him. So maybe like if you want, you can like speak up. I'm not pressuring, like you don't have to show your face, but if you want to speak up and talk about your experience last year, you can. Otherwise, we can go on.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
great. So super exciting. The program is going to be great, and there's a lot of interesting things that you can learn about the industry. And it's I think it's the best opportunity to do networking with people inside the industry, and you can go literally talk to CEOs and people who are actually making the change. So it's super interesting. But now let's jump into the topic of today's call, Rogzy. What we want to do today, guys, is present a few new features of the platform, especially two new features. And I think the first one that we can present is going to be the new educator content section. Rogzy, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, sure. So maybe just an overview recap, like why do we have a platform and when do you need it? It's because even though we have most of the content fully open source in the data repo, it's always useful to have like an interface to interact with it. So anyone can use the content to do anything they want. They can write code their own project. They can use it. But that curated place of knowledge, we believe, should be also visualized. And so that's why we are building a platform to like improve the learning experience. And within this platform, which has like 47 courses, as you may know, We have around 250 tutorials on many topics. We have many resources, like all the books, podcasts, peer conferences about the industry, conference replay throughout the ages, and more features. One of the new one we've created is the educational content. So the idea for this one was to have easy to access database of others people educational material. The idea is that we shouldn't reinvent the wheel, and right now the content of every community's educator program was like scattered across the internet, which is okay for decentralization. Our job is to centralize it, to better distribute it. So we kind of took that part of re-centralizing it the same way we did it for like conference replay. Like conference replay is kind of stupid what it did, but we literally have like every conference since ever with like every single video of them that we took from YouTube. So it's a centralized point of data knowledge. And so the educator content is kind of the same. And we've split the resources that will be hosted there based on various tags. So booklets, curriculum, flyers, game presentation, workshop, and others. And the idea is that anyone can populate this curated database of content. And then those content can be either like viewed, downloaded, etc. So you can download the presentation, especially you can download like the A4 papers, the whole package. So basically you would be like looking at what you want. For example, you want to do like a regular meetup. Well, here's the list of like more than 10 different presentations that you can do over the year in your local community. So you can easily just have access to those PowerPoint and presentations so you can give them in your local area without recreating the PowerPoint. And in case you've created some pieces of educational content, you can host it here so that other people can use it. The idea, therefore, is really to just promote what you've done and people will like use it. And you can easily add content with the add content. There's some guideline on like why we value some things among other, so you can read them. But if not, you just continue. You drop a name, you drop a description, a language, any language is possible, what type of it is, if you want a cover image for your marketing, the links, all the files. And you can change the license in case you don't want to be like fully open source. And basically you will like just drop all of those information and then upload for review. This will like get us an email and the admin person will be able to like review the content and approve it. So we kind of curate and we can check what has been added by the community. This way we are sure that as a user, if you go there, you only have like quality or at least non-scammy content to be deployed locally. And obviously you can choose your language. So for example, in Italian, if you want like the flyer, for example, because I know there's a lot of Italian people, that flyer is just for you to download. So you can just like either view or open it. And here you can like save it, right? And here it opened on my Canva. So you could like copy paste it into your own Canva and edit it. So the idea is to be a community portal. So it has to be shared among us. It has to be like aggregated with more data. Right now it just got released. And therefore we will be adding way more things in the coming days and weeks. And that's kind of what it was. It's a V2 of another project that I really cared about in the past, which was like educational kit. It's the same, we just need to migrate those. And it worked kind of well for me because it helped me go faster when I was creating educational content. So there is like toolkits that are already pre-created, like Premier Bitcoin, like the Nation curriculum, like the posters of the Cool Bitcoin. And there's like toolkits to create faster your slides or to be more efficient, right? And one of them was like, for example, like the propaganda poster from FNEN. Another was like the book cover, Bitcoin poster, logos, the history of Bitcoin, like screenshots. So you know where to get those educational content that you will use anyway. The problem of this is was super hard to maintain and not really useful and detailed. Well, with this one, you kind of get a better quality, let's say, and it's just more convenient. So like if you want to know like inflation bill, you can just go there. You have like more details, and if you want to view it, you view it. Also with vibe coding, it makes it like so much easier to create any type of educational data package. So the ready to teach, the workshop, the block explorer, the gamification will be way more faster to be produced and of way better quality, right? So instead of just having like a database of hyperinflation bill, like in a couple of hours, you can create like a whole website to have like hyperinflation bills with like information and you can download the bills. So this is kind of the goal of that tool is to aggregate all of those great educator content. So you as an educator, all students can just like go pick and share what you've created.
Okay, so let's say this section is intended for pretty much everyone who is interested in Bitcoin and Bitcoin content. The idea is not to reinvent the wheel every time. Like if you have an idea, about a flyer or an art piece, maybe someone else has done it in the world. So you can go here, check it if you can find, check if you can find it here already. Maybe someone else has already done it, or you can add your own. So this way we share this kind of educational content among everyone, like all the users of the platform and even just people passing by on the platform, let's just say. And you can use it in your community, or you can use it, I don't know, to give Bitcoin presentations to your family. It's really super, easy. And as I said, it's meant for literally everyone. Does this
Yeah,
answer your question, Francesco?
yeah. Basically, it's both for the educator to drop his stuff, so other people use it. So like even if you build stuff very efficiently, then you should share it around. And if you don't want to build stuff, you can just take the stuff that other people that have built, and that's kind of the idea.
Exactly. Like the educational network of Bitcoin is super vast and it's expanded globally, I could say. So someone else has done it maybe in the world, guys. So feel free to download this content. You just need to log in to download Rogzy, or you can also do it without
Uh,
logging in.
no, I think you can do it without logging in. To upload content, you need to be logged in because
Mm-hmm.
it's attached to like your own account, so you can see like the content that you've dropped, and so you can like on the you can edit it, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if I'm here, like I can edit my own content. So I need to change it. I can. So it's kind of your interface to the content you drop to the communities. So you need an account for that. But to use it, you never need an account. And it's the same for the whole platform. We've tried our best to ensure that you do not need an account to use kind of the platform in general.
Yeah. So as we were saying, you don't need to log in. My suggestion would be to log in anyway, because when you do courses and you are logged in, it's very easy to track your progress. So this way you can go back to a course maybe and, restart from where you interrupted, or maybe that way you know how many courses you have done up until now, and then you can decide which one to start. So that's very useful. So we don't ask for any information, basically just a username and a password. If you want to add your email, you can. If you don't want to, that's fine as well. So it's literally super free, super open source. We have one question from Francesco. Are other Plan B local communities, okay, I guess he's asking, uh, are there other Plan B local communities somewhere in the world other than Lugano?
Yeah, so there is a lot of communities across the world that are part of a global movement, which is called the Bitcoin movement. They have like a lot of independencies and dependencies. So, there's like sub community. For example, off of the Asian peninsula are individual community, right? But together they try to create like their own network of connected Bitcoin communities. The same way in Latam or in France. And the same way in Italy. In Italy, there's like the Spazio 21, and in Germany, there's Enders Wenzig. So all of those, let's say, organization are within basically there's a lot of Bitcoin communities that are independent communities run by like a group of passionate people on the ground. Those communities have a name and an identity, and usually they are part of like a broader organization like Enders Wenzig. So they will share like a similar logo. So if you look at the German one, a lot of them, too bad I got really bad, they have the same name, right? Enders Wenzig.
Mhm. But
uh,
in the map, can you see the communities associated with Plan B Network all over the world?
Yes, so you could have that. It's another layer. I would say that it's not really relevant.
Mhm.
The Plan B network communities are just Bitcoin communities that feel part of one of the various networks. So if you are a community in Africa, you are probably part of the like countries, communities, and you are part of the African communities, and you may be part of the Plan B network communities. So
Mhm.
it's just a layer of affiliation that give you stuff or just a name or like a legitimacy, let's say. On our side, if we take like Plan B network to be very precise, we support quite a lot the community of Lugano, Taiwan, Tokyo, uh, El Salvador. Like we collaborate with many communities, the one in France, etc. Are they Plan B's communities? Not really. They are Bitcoin communities around the world that we try to help, as we will do with any communities that want to be helped. And we help them through various means, by providing like free and online classes, by offering like tools to be easily connected with our data, tools to more easily distribute our data, because sometimes it's hard to use the content that we have simply because the format is not adapted to the local community, to the needs. So we are trying our best to export that data in different ways so it's more easily shipped to local people. Sometimes, but rarely, we will give grants, we will help on hackathon, we may help with by giving like discount code and scholarship to the Plan B program. We may help by promoting their story on our social media to give like more audiences and let's say reach to the work they do. We will help them with legitimacy when it comes to university program. Sometimes those people simply need like a little push to go faster and further away, and we can provide that push because then people will listen to them simply because they have the Plan B name on it. So it's kind of a give. We gain by having like a stronger network of communities better connected as Bitcoin and as Plan B network, and they gain things by being attached to a name. So like they feel part of a broader movement, and they have like more support. It's like soft power basically in general.
Yeah, so if like someone was referring to the hub in Lugano, so that's a Plan B Network hub. What about the other hubs, Roxy?
Um, sure. So in general, like there's hubs around the world. On our side, when it comes to Plan B network, the hubs were the most focused to support, but it's kind of arbitrage. It's like the POW hub, which is a hub in Lugano, the Tokyo Bitcoin Base hub in Tokyo, and Tempo House in Taiwan, simply because they are part of our sponsors and like close friends with us. So we support like them a bit more than we would do. The website is super bad with other hubs. But still, like as mentioned, there's hubs around the world. So if we take like BTC map, I know that there is like a building in, if you consider that the hub is a building, there is one in Texas, New York, El Salvador, Brazil, Benin, Congo, Turin is opening, Lugano. There is Taiwan, there's Korea that has one, Indonesia has one, Bangkok has two, Chiang Mai has one, India has multiple, South Africa has one. Like I could go over the list, but I think there's at least 30 to 50 physical Bitcoin place that focus on like providing education. So if you want to understand like the community map, you need to understand that there is like the local communities, the country communities, the region, the world, and another way to visualize it is like the community that don't have a physical place, the one that have like a small physical place, and the one that have a big physical place. And I would say that there's like between 5 to 10 big physical place in the world, and there is like 20 to 30 small physical place in the world, and that number is like growing drastically as more and more Bitcoiners wants to do something physically with their peers and create those like citadels. Oh, Neuchâtel also has a hub. Um, Berlin, obviously, Prague, obviously, London also. Um, so yeah, that's kind of the layers you need to look at, and maybe the last layer would be university, which would be like another layer of the visualization. And the universities are like booming in the world, and usually a university is attached to a community and a hub because there is a community that the local university starts to do Bitcoin uh, courses. So it's kind of a symbiotic package. You cannot have a university program without a community. You cannot have a hub without a community. And if you have like a super strong community and a university program, you may have a university thing. We may have a map, Prof. Indeed, I'm pretty sure we will have a clean map soon. TM 2 weeks to show that visualization.
That's great. So we showed people how to add content in the educator content section, but what if they want to add, let's just say, a podcast or book or some, let's just say, paper from university? How can they do it?
Yeah, sure. So everything we do is fully open source, and there is kind of only two repo for the people that are not logged in admin like me, which is the Bitcoin Learning Management System and the Plan B educational content. The other are me vibe coding. So the logic is that the platform is a e-learning platform, right? It's an LMS that we are building from scratch. So it go fetched into data that is like in the Bitcoin educational content repo. So all the data you will see on that website comes from a single place of repo that is like super easy to, well, easy, it's a big one. It's easy to maintain, but super easy for AI to go analyze and fetch. And also for people to add contributors. So here we have more than 134 contributors, which are people that have providing improvements to that database, right? And so to add a podcast, there's kind of two solutions. Either you go the Bitcoin way or hard way, and on the contribution section of our tutorials, we have like tutorials on how to contribute, how to create a GitHub account, how to add a language, how to add a tutorial, stuff like that, right? So we will help you push a PR on the GitHub. Obviously, a lot of people don't want to do that. So we will be adding in the coming days, I think, or at least like if it's not tomorrow or tonight, it's in the next PR of the platform, which is next week, but one of those two, a button here at the top, which is add content. And so you would be easily being able to just press that button and you will have a little pop-up that will like allow you to type and drop all the the content that you need to add and push it. And we will manage the PR creation, the PR review, and upload it on the platform. Considering we do that in every languages, that means that your book can be in any language. If you have like a movie you recommend about Bitcoin, you can do it. If you have your own newsletter that is missing here, you will be able to like add your newsletter, etc., etc., etc. Uh, Maybe it's on testnet actually, but I doubt it. Yes, it is. It's on testnet. All right, but I need to log in. So 2 second, guys.
Yeah, this is
But yeah,
great.
if you have
So finally,
questions, yeah, finally we can do it easily.
yeah, finally people will not have to go on GitHub to add a resource. So you guys, you can finally just use a button and just add everything there. It's going to be super easy. As Rogzy said, it's probably going to be added by next week. So for sure, you're going to be able to add whatever you
Yeah,
wish. It's
there we go.
important, either your own content, once again, or other people content. So let's just say
Yeah,
you know of a podcast that's not on the platform, it's in your language and it's not there. So it would be amazing if you add it so more people in your community and who speak your language can find out about it.
absolutely. So as you can see on testnet days, so it should be pushed pretty soon. So for a podcast, title name, host, description, cover image, link, language, submit for review. I wouldn't say easy peasy, but I would say that it's way easier than go on GitHub and change things. It may not be for all the different types, but for the main one, it is. So add a newsletter, it's the same, and same for movies. And for glossary, it's not because it's a bit more complex since we have like 650 word. That's kind of how you add content.
Can you also add events or
Yes,
not
add
yet?
events. No, no, add events
Mm-hmm.
you can, and I think it's even on testnet, on mainnet. So the
Mm.
same. If you want to add some events, let me just get directly from mainnet. You have a add button event, and it's a shitty tutorial. So no, it's not. And here, it's not yet. So I guess it's the next thing that's gonna come on testnet. It's add a tutorial. So you press add, and you can just like drop any information that you want, and it will be updated and added as an event that is like easy to share. Every event has its own ID and key information. Maybe one thing we could really add to make it even more complex is add a npub, so to connect it directly to Noster, so then other event management system by communities could like see it and sync it. So there will be like more, let's say, interaction between all those booking event system, but that will probably be not in 2 weeks.
Great. Great. These are very interesting new features that we are adding. As I was saying at the beginning, maybe before recording, like the objective is to have people not interact with GitHub and just interact with the platform because we understand that GitHub is like one of the less user friendly things of the world. I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah,
But
for sure. And if we want to go even further, I'm pretty sure, like, I'm gonna go crazy here, but I'm pretty sure we will stop interacting with the keyboard within 6 months. So I'm pretty
nice.
sure, like, the keyboard is gone too. Uh, so how believing people will push PR and do it themselves is kind of nonsense. It's gonna be automatized for sure. So yeah, long time not coming, but I think it's a nice little features.
Yeah, it's a trend that it's developing and it's going to involve more and more resources from now on. So, super excited for that. Do you guys have any questions about what Roxy described or about the platform in general?
Just so
Ooh.
that this is new on testnet, it looks better. Look, this is the testnet, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, this is the main net. So this is like super big, right? See the
Let's
difference?
see.
Like this is big, this is way smaller. So I'm just happy when they improve the UX.
Mm. Yeah,
This is way cleaner.
Prof is
Okay,
saying audio chatting with AI will be insane.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
absolutely. The future anyway is a multidisciplinary type of learning. So I'm pretty sure where I want to go is that when you go on Bitcoin 101, at the top you have courses, right? But most likely you will have like podcast, game, live chat, whatever it is. And so if you price podcast, you will either have a podcast or you can like talk to an AI that knows the courses by heart and just chat with him to get the information. So like it will go. I think it's gonna be fun. I think the journey we are heading is gonna be quite fun. And we have a little chatbot now also. So I don't know. What should we ask, Mari?
What is a new TXO?
That's shit. It's way too long.
So it does take the definition.
It explain what it is, and it should sense the definition. But a chatbot is always hard. An AI is always better. Uh, who is Satoshi?
Huh. Let's see.
Mhm. Yeah. But someone has a question? Trabolo, you think you want to talk?
Feel free to raise your hand or write in the chat, guys. Satoshi is everyone except Craig Wright. I agree.
Okay.
Like, he's the only person who was proven not to be Satoshi Nakamoto. So at least we know that.
Yeah. There are a couple because there used to be also an Australian guy that was saying he was Satoshi. Like there's like 5 guys in total or 3 that have said they were Satoshi.
Mm. Who
Um,
do you think is Satoshi, Rogzy? Can you spoil it a little bit? Can you give us a spoiler? If
I
you
think
know, maybe you know. I don't know.
I think we are happy not to know. Some people believe they know.
True.
Have heard like very strong takes on who it could be or what group of people it could be. I always prefer to think that it's better that no one knows. And
Yeah, I agree. Andy, I don't know. Andy, is that a question? Andy says, if Satoshi shows up, what would happen?
so if Satoshi shows up, it depends on how he shows up. So if one of these UTXO moves, then it doesn't mean he showed up. Uh, it just means that someone figured out the private key. Still, the world would go crazy, and that
Yeah.
person that will move the coin will probably have like a hard time to sell, but he will manage in the dark side of the financial world at some point. If Satoshi truly reappears, signs a shit ton of UTXO, and start like messaging people and prove it's without a doubt that he's Satoshi, he will go to jail. Like he will be kidnapped and tortured. And even if it's not the case, then it will create like crazy amount of drama. And I think at that point I will just like retire because I would be like, fuck that shit. Like there's just too much to handle. Um,
God.
it will create some fun and FOMO. People will panic. People will like ask him what he thinks about everything. It will be like a chaotic marketing mess that probably no one wants. Um, and even if he appears again, like what will it change? It will change nothing. Like he will sell his BTC. I don't even believe that. He will talk and people will listen, but he cannot control the protocol. So like on the network side, it means nothing. On the price size, it means a lot of volatility. On the drama size, it means a whole time high on craziness. And then we will discover that Satoshi is on Epstein list, and then it will create even more craziness. And that's just how it will be.
Yeah, let's just say it's better if we don't know. I will stick to that.
And this, so Bitcoin will not become like ETH or altcoins, because it's not because we know who the founder is that it can influence it. Altcoins usually are rolled and on the protocol sides improved and managed by like a small amount of people. a foundation, a board, some key developers. And in the Ethereum sides, that small developer is kind of Vitaly and the foundation, right? On Bitcoin, even if Satoshi were to reappear, it still wouldn't have the consensus of the entire Bitcoin protocol. It will have its previous authority, but the protocol has changed quite a lot. It will have a shit ton of money, and that's kind of what it will have. So it will need to fight against the other parties that also have a shit ton of money and influence to move Bitcoin around. Let's give you an example. Let's say Satoshi comes back and say, I made a mistake on privacy. We need to hard fork. Do you think BlackRock and MicroStrategy and fucking Tether will say yes, let's hard fork? They will never say yes. There is too much of a risk to hard fork. We will not. And then both parties will spend a shit ton of money and influence to like move everyone into a direction to either fully do a soft hard fork and have like the consensus of the community, or to fully not do it because they don't want to take a risk. That still brings a degree of decentralization that is like so much higher than any altcoin or Ethereum. Yeah, someone
Yeah,
will lose at the end, but still, like no one will want to get to that degree.
yeah, yeah. There would have to be like a super hard fork, and no one would want it. Yeah, people who are using Bitcoin today are people who believe in the protocol and believe in the decentralization of it. So it's hard to think that they would hard fork to make it more like centralized or something. I don't know.
They will try, but I think I am very skeptical on any future fork of Bitcoin. I think the time has come that it will just make it harder.
Prof asks, talking about hard fork, is it possible to download the planb.academy? Is there a way to make it more resilient?
Yes, so there is a couple of ways. So first of all, you should fork the repo today, so you have a copy on your side on GitHub. Still, GitHub is centralized by Microsoft, so you can also move it to another repo management system, or you can just keep it on some hard drive. So this way, you have all the content accessible somewhere else in case we fully shut down. Second, it will be to download the entire video library of courses and content. That's will be harder, but you can create a bot that do it, or you can just ask Azure and we will create it faster. Because the all the videos are hosted in various places. So basically, this video is in PeerTube and in YouTube. And soon it will also be on Rumble. So that means that the video is hosted in different spaces. One is our own server, PeerTube. The other is YouTube. So if YouTube shut down, at least we still have the video somewhere else. And the goal will be to have Rumble, and we also have we have also All Punch that will like peer-to-peer stream it if you're using the desktop app. So the second thing would be download also a scrapper of all the videos of all the content, which is quite a lot. That will help. Third, rehost all of that into one torrent, which will be super heavy. And you call it like Bitcoin Education Torrent, and you just like push that and you create like new version every 6 months. So there is this kind of data knowledge that stays on torrent. Fourth, we have actually created a peer runtime app. So basically, it's a desktop app that will allow you to run the platform as a desktop app that is peer-to-peer connected to other people. So there is no more servers. So if you are using the app, you are basically not using internet, and it's more like a type of a mesh network kind of distribution of the data using the open technology. So that's also a pretty strong way to centralize the app. Other option that could be explored would be to like have more Nostr integration, but it's not in the backlog right now. Another thing would be to, yeah, I think we're pretty good already. I mean, that's quite a lot of things already. And I'm sure we'll get more ideas as we explore this year, simply because of that coding. So that's one thing. Another thing would be like to have more people downloading the classes. So like if you go to BTC 101, oh my God, I cannot go back. I can, huh? Weird UX. Okay. Uh, Here, most likely we will have like a download courses button at some point. So you can download like the courses as like a book. So you can just have fun and download every courses as a book, print it, and have like a little folder of courses printed at home. So if the whole world and internet and electricity go down, you can still learn about Bitcoin. At that point, what could be useful is a courses on how to rebuild Bitcoin from scratch without internet in case of an apocalypse. That will be a great courses to have, but I don't think we have it yet. So let's add it to the database. So what we would do is that there is a project that is open source and it's called course dashboard. Anyone can go here and there's course proposal. And so what we will do is simply add a new item into the course proposal, which will be named recreating BTC from scratch in case of apocalypse societal. How do you say effondrement? Recreating BTC from scratch in case of apocalypse societal meltdown. Right. And code, let's do it. And that's it. That's the courses we need to create, guys. So thank you. I had only 142 courses in my backlog. So now I have 143 courses in my backlog. So I appreciate. So that's how you contribute.
Yeah, guys. So if you want, you can go to the dashboard, see what courses need to be written, and propose yourself as a teacher. Can you show us how can someone propose their own course or maybe propose themselves to write a course? Is there an interface on the platform they can access?
Um, that's actually a good question. I think we do have now. Yes, you're right, Marie.
Yes, we
Well
do.
played. Well played. Okay, so we have added this little button at the end of the platform, become a teacher. And if you click, you have a little information on like why you should teach about Bitcoin and join this lovely community. And you can book a call with one of us because this way it's easier for us. We will discuss with you of your idea. We will try to analyze if we have it in our backlog of courses, and we will explain you a bit our process and the rules we use to maintain our courses, because a lot of things is about maintenance of the database for distribution. So you can book up a session with Azure, our head of academy, and let's do it Tuesday. Why not? At 11. Why not? And tell your name. So it's going to be Rogzy. And let's put the email, creating the courses, and then let's just put this title here. And that's it. And we will also probably put this. And you can invite a friend in case you need to, and you just confirm, and hopefully there's no bug. And that's it. Now you have a meeting with our head of curriculum, and we can discuss of your super cool courses idea and figure it out together.
Is there some requirement that you ask regarding becoming a teacher?
So our logic is that if you go through the pain to create that call and you show up to that call with Azure, you've already made like quite a big step when it comes to willing to contribute. At that point, the filtering will be: do your courses make sense? Are you going to do it for free, or are you asking for money because you don't have unlimited pockets of money? Third, is your courses logic based on our value and about like who and what is Plan B Network? So our mission, our commitment, our story. Uh, if you want to do something that is like fully closed source, that is about buying a random ETF on a KYC platform, maybe it's going to be harder for me to accept. So it's kind of this logic that you should follow. Like if you're going to propose a course, you should have explored the platform, you should have known about what we do, our mission, and our values. And that is kind of the prerequisite I'm asking for you.
One question from Trabolo. Talking about maintenance of tutorials, are teachers supposed to upgrade the materials as software evolves constantly?
Um,
Great question.
Yeah, it's a great question. So yes, because like we kind of do it for you. So if you know that your piece of software is really outdated, telling us will make it faster that we improve it. It happens all the time. There's some courses that will never change, like Bitcoin wallet architecture. It's the theory of the wallet, right? This is not going to change because it's kind of how Bitcoin works. However, a courses on, let's say, RGB, it's already a bit outdated. So the theoretical part remain true, but some line of codes have changed. To some degree, you need to know that and be flexible. Like you are learning about like advanced tech, so you should be aware of the limits of always being accurate. When it comes to tutorial, we try to update them as they get outdated. So let's say Aqua Wallet has like its card being removed from the service, we inform the user. When Zeus completely change, or when the green app, which is now the Blockstream app, was renamed and changed, we've updated it. So our team of contributors try to always improve and upgrade the tutorials. So there is no longer was a Samurai tutorial. No, it's Ashikaru, because it's the fork of the Samurai wallet. Uh, so it's a mix between you telling us, the company telling us, and us improving with the company and with you.
Yeah, so guys, even if you're not the creator of the tutorial itself, always feel free to write to us in the Telegram group chat or on Discord. Actually, Roxy, can you show where they can find the Discord link so they can join?
Sure. So
Here
at the
at
bottom
the
here,
end of the page,
yeah, at the
yes.
bottom you have either a Telegram to contribute or a Discord to contribute. I actually have Discord open.
Yeah, so you
So
can basically go there or in Telegram and tell us, hey, this tutorial is outdated. Can you update it with this new thing?
yes, absolutely, because this is kind of the feedback we are looking for, and for the Discord, basically, it's quite new. Like we are reboosting it nowadays. It was launched this year with Marie doing a good job. And so here's like the event happening. There's like moderation announcement. So if you know how Discord works, you can go around and figure it out where you want to discuss. If you don't like Discord, because many people don't, you can just use Telegram. And if you don't, you can use email. And the email is contact at planb.network.
That's great. So last question, because we need to close the call. Is previous year tech school open to us?
Yes and no. So yes, it should be. It should be open, and it's here. Previous B School, so B School previous edition is here, uh, with like the 100 hours of content. And I think we've combined many different classes from the past. So this is like 2 hours and a half of content, and this is just one class. So basically, the schools are like a crazy amount of content. For the biz, so that's the biz school, and for the tech school, it's here. No, it's not here. So this one is like the 2 years ago Bitcoin fundamental. It's really good, and that was like 2 years ago. But then the format changed for last year tech school, and I don't think we have it here. I'm pretty sure we don't have it here, but it should be here or coming. I think it's in the backlog of SunTM too.
Yeah.
So
And even
yeah,
then, it's a nice chance to join the new tech school, guys. You have a little
yeah,
bit
because
of
it's on the same
time to
curriculum.
do.
So the this year's tech school is about layer two. So the masterclass are about cashew, Fedi, RGB, swap, lightning, liquid, arc, internet protocol. Well, last year tech school was about more like generic Bitcoin things and a bit of swap and lightning. Um, so it's not the same program to say.
Yeah, and Andy, the link you showed, yes, it is the previous tech school, but it's not accessible, as you can see. So yeah, this
So,
year,
yeah.
this year's tech school is going to be published at some point.
No, but I think this is 2 years ago, but I don't remember if we've combined both. Because this for sure is like a good 20-40 hours of like advanced Bitcoin dev content. And the previous tech, I wonder what it will become, because I think we may have split it between Rust and Lightning Node. I don't remember. I will check. Yeah, because another person asked me the same question in Lugano, and I was also surprised that it wasn't here. So let me try to fix that, and I will tell you.
Mhm. And just one last thing, sorry, as I told you, it was the last question, but this is very interesting. Is there a way we can get a newsletter?
There is a newsletter because I receive it. Now the question is, how do you subscribe to it? And I think the newsletter
You
is sent to the people that have their email.
Exactly. You need to go to your dashboard and add your email and fix the notification settings, basically. So you can go to
And
profile and put your email there.
that should get you the newsletter, because I know I've received the newsletter.
Exactly.
As you notice, there's a lot of moving pieces in this platform, and it is being improved kind of daily. So I'm pretty sure like there's also things that are cleaner on testnet, and it's coming. So if you see changes, it's normal. If you have improvements, tell us. If you see loopholes, bug, problem, tell us, because we're always looking to just improve and add more quality feature for you. So it's kind of where we're at. So yeah, thank you for your understanding, and please let us know how to make it better.
That's great. As we said, we are always open to feedback. Go to the Telegram chat, go to the Discord chat, or write an email to us. Feel free to suggest, feel free to propose new content if you want. Uh, and let's wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for participating to this call. It's great to see you all. In a few days, you're going to be able to rewatch this on YouTube. So for the people who are watching this from YouTube, you're going to find all the links to the chats here below. So don't forget to subscribe and also join the channels. Thank you again so much. I will see you next. Actually, I will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you. Goodbye.
See you. Bye. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Marie.